What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 61 of the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast. On this episode, we are talking Mistfall Hunter, Neighbors, Suburban Warfare, WUCHANG, Fallen Feathers, and Farming Sim 25 on this spooky edition.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Scream.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
You are now tuned in to the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast.
I love it when you talk nerdy to me.
I got one right, kind of.
Let's zero hints. I gave you zero hints on this one,
I had
Adam.
no idea. Did I get it right, actually?
You did actually nail it, yeah. And I keep hitting the mask with the microphone, so I apologize. We were talking about this before the show. I feel like this the body part of the costume is made for an adult, but the hood is clearly for a child.
Or you just got a big head.
Wow.
Just kidding, Dave. Just kidding, Dave.
Harsh.
But I feel bad. I couldn't wear my costume. So what I have one of those inflatable, riding the dinosaur. It looks like you have little legs on the big dinosaur.
Clearly the best costume available.
Yeah, it just wouldn't fit at my desk. You'd be seeing, I wouldn't be able to talk in the mic. I'd be sitting back here, and the dinosaur would be talking to the mic for me. So.
Yeah, and I just want to make a quick note to people that are listening. I promise we're going to take this mask off so I sound normal in like 0.7 seconds.
Yeah, but Dave, what's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I think we're about to find out because, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping right into things with a, what are we calling this? This or that scary movies?
No, cut or keep.
Cut or keep, okay.
Yeah, we could do it this or that. Well, you want to do a cut, keep, or this or that?
Cut or keep of the best scary movies of all time.
Yeah,
We'll get into what we did during the week and stuff like that as soon as this mask comes off.
Yeah. But, okay, Dave, cut or keep of scary movies. Are you ready for your first? Or actually, I'll just read off the list. We'll have an image for the actual short, so don't worry about that. So, Dave, we have here The Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Psycho, Halloween, It, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, and The Conjuring. I will say with It, let's go with the original It.
You're dropping absolute bangers on this list. Yeah, this is going to be a tough list. Okay, what am I doing? Am I cutting 5 or keeping 5?
What do you think's more fun? I think the cutting 5 is harder to do. You think cutting 5 is harder?
Cutting the 5 is clearly harder.
Okay,
yeah,
cut
it's not
5,
like we put...
keep 4.
Oh, man.
So start off with a cut.
All right, my first cut... Oh, no. People are going to be so mad at me. My first cut is It.
It? Really?
I'm cutting It.
Is it a clown thing? You're just scared of clowns or you just don't like clowns?
We
talk about
this all the time. The ending of that movie is just so terrible.
That's right, yeah.
Stephen King, dude. Dude can't close. He really can't.
That stirred up the pot quite a bit last time. Okay, so your first keep, what do you got?
First keep on the list is definitely going to be Halloween.
Halloween, okay.
It's got to be. Michael Myers is too iconic.
Yeah, he's very scary. Okay,
yeah.
Next cut.
Oh, no.
This is where I think it gets really tough for you.
Yeah. Oh, man. The true horror fans are going to be so mad at me. I'm cutting Psycho.
Cutting Psycho.
I get it. It's a Hitchcock. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry. The shower scene is one of the most iconic scenes in all of film, but I don't know. On this list, it just doesn't
hold up to the rest.
It just doesn't hold up to this list.
Okay. Next keep.
Oh, no. All right, I'm keeping Texas Chainsaw. That's the next keep.
I feel like that one's scary because it's real, too. You know what I mean?
And honestly, dude, when that movie came out, that movie came out in the 70s, that to have that stuff happen on the screen in the 70s, people protested that movie and walked out and stuff like that. That movie in the 70s was absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
next cut.
Right. Oh,
third cut already. Man, we're flying through this one.
We're flying through it. I gotta do Child's Play.
Child's Play.
I'm cutting Child's Play.
Wow.
And here's my reasoning behind it. I love Chucky. Like I love Chucky. I love it. But it's almost in that realm of like comedic horror. Like I
Yeah.
kind of put it in like the same vibe as like the Leprechaun and stuff like that, where
Yeah.
it's obviously horror, but there's just so many funny moments to like impromptu funny moments that you're like, I don't know, like full horror.
It pulls you out of like the immersion of the horror, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of goofy.
Yeah, it's on the borderline of like scary movie, like
Yeah.
scary movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just kidding.
Okay. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the scenes in there are so funny. Like, okay, next keep. We're keeping Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I love Freddy.
Freddy's such a scary guy.
Robert Englund is just
Yeah.
like just nailed it, and we talked about it with the remake. Like, Robert Englund makes that movie.
Yeah.
Like, without him, it was just trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
agree.
Okay.
Our next cut, cut.
Next cut.
Fourth cut.
Oh God, dude. I'm cutting The Conjuring.
Yeah. Oh.
I have to do it. It's a great movie. It's a like, guys. Every movie on this list is an absolute banger. But when you're comparing the Conjuring to The Exorcist and
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, like it's just a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
You know what that
and
means now, though? Exorcist Friday the 13th. You have to cut one of those.
I literally have to cut one of these movies. That's crazy. Oh God.
Last cut.
I'm gonna keep The Exorcist and I'm gonna cut Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
I gotta do it.
Yikes,
Listen,
Dave.
The Exorcist. Okay, The Exorcist terrified me as
Yeah,
a child.
yeah.
It was the movie that I couldn't even watch the whole movie. Jason is iconic. The Friday the 13th movies are great, but like I don't know, they're also still kind of in that like laughable realm
Yeah.
where they have like funny things, and like if you watch the movies today, like certain like kills and stuff in there, you're just like, that's kind of comical, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
And the
The
fact
Exorcist.
And the fact he doesn't run, he just walks
Yeah.
everywhere. You literally
Yeah.
can just run in a straight line and never be caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Exorcist is just terrifying.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a terrifying idea, terrifying concept, and if you watch that movie today, it's still scary.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that for you, Dave. So you're keeping The Exorcist, cutting Texas Chain. Or no. All right, here we go. Sorry. Keeping The Exorcist, keeping Texas Chainsaw Massacre, cutting Friday the 13th, cutting Psycho, keeping Halloween, cutting It, Nightmare on Elm Street, you're keeping, Child's Play cut, and Conjuring cut. I think you'll make some people mad, but I think you'll make some people very happy at the same time.
I think I'm just gonna make a lot of people mad.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, but anyways, guys, very, very happy Halloween. Give me 2 seconds to take this mask off because this is just absolutely intense. I'm telling you. Oh God, I can breathe.
Welcome, Dave. It was you the whole time?
It was me the whole time.
Dang.
My hair's gonna look ridiculous for this entire episode, but you know what? That's fine.
That's fine.
It's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's
well,
gonna be okay.
I think, okay, let's be honest, Dave. That hood probably felt really tight because you had your headphones on beneath it, too. I think that's part of it.
The real Ghostface doesn't wear headphones.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Dave. We just had an episode with Ghostface. How are you doing, buddy? How was the rest of your week last week, and how was your week this week?
Week was good, man. Week was good. So yeah, a little update on the week. Do you know what I've been playing? Do you remember what I've been playing?
Batman Arkham Knight.
I have been playing Arkham Asylum,
Yeah,
and
Arkham,
dude, I absolutely love it. Like, I think I'm gonna 100% platinum that game.
Ooh.
I have,
love it.
like,
I love it.
All the Riddler trophies. I have 236 Riddler trophies. I got 4 left. Do you know what the most annoying ones that I have left are, though?
What's that?
When you go throughout the level, there's like Joker teeth, you know, the
Yeah,
Joker
yeah.
teeth. Yeah, and you got to get 20 of that. There's 20 in each like area.
Yeah.
And they're in sets of 3 and they're just scattered throughout.
Oh, man.
Those are the ones that I missed.
That's tedious.
There's literally like 12 Joker teeth standing between me and a platinum trophy right now, and I have no idea where they are.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do like an IGN how-to video or like the walkthrough guide, how to platinum stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I may have looked up some locations on
you
YouTube
have
already.
to,
Yeah,
you have to.
I got
But,
it.
all right, anything else going on in the week?
I got nothing, man. What have you been up to?
Let's see. You know what it is. Do do do
He's-
do.
He's so
Look at
excited for this.
I
It is
bought-
dope.
Yeah. We talked about this in our originally recorded episode 61. So just so you guys know, this is a remake of episode 61, and I have bought a Turtle Beach Flight HOTAS. It's the stick and the throttle. And I'm just gonna say, so with that, the whole reason I bought it is for Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim 24, and yeah, I decided I'm gonna try to play some online games, and so I decided to play War Thunder. And yeah, War Thunder people are not nice. They are not nice in any regard. I learned that it's actually really hard for people with the flight stick to play in arcade mode because everybody's still using controller and mouse, and it shows. People are getting like 15 kills a game. I'm just lucky enough if I hit somebody.
Is this the Call of Duty keyboard and mouse versus controller argument all over
I
again?
don't think so. I just think, and there's a real simulation battle version where I think it's more beneficial to use the flight stick, but I'm so bad. I don't know how to do the realism aspect of the game yet. So I'm just trying to like learn how to fly with not having to worry about the crazy parts of it, I suppose, like the fuel and just random things like that, the G forces, because a couple of the times I crank my little Spitfire plane all the way down or up, and it's like 13 Gs. I'm like, I think I'd be dead at 13 Gs. But
Wait,
I
you
don't.
have to worry about the G-force?
Yeah, in the real life simulation version.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's in depth.
yeah, I don't know how all that works yet, and I don't think I will because yeah, I'm just ready to go to Microsoft Flight Simulator 25, which comes out November 19th. Very excited about it. Other things I've been doing. Last week was just the week of spending a bunch of money because I also bought a brand new bike for mountain biking. I got into that. I actually went the other day, and my coworker slash friend, it was his second time, fourth time mountain biking altogether. And we went to a bike park with, like big berms and jumps and stuff like that. And we had been doing the moderate trail probably 6 or 7 times. And we're like, you know what? Let's just roll, like not go fast on the like more expert one.
This is gonna end badly.
Not for me. So Tony, I'm sorry if you're listening or you're getting thrown under the bus here. We're gonna talk about your fun moment in this. So I go off the drop and I'm like, I know it a little bit because I've like seen people go down. I watch people go down it. I'm just coasting. I was like, okay, big jump, big jump. At the last like turn, there's a gap jump, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I don't have enough speed for this, so I just went around it.
Mhm.
Well, as I'm finishing the final curve, I see Tony coming over the edge, and I just see him slow down way too much, and then he just nosedives into the pit where like the gap was. He's all scraped all down his back, all down his shoulder, his arms, his forearms. It was so funny because the first thing as I saw it happening, I was like, "Oh, Tony!" And then I yell, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm all right." And then he pedals over and he's like, "I'm not hurt. I'm just mad."
It's that slow motion when
Yeah.
you like something bad's about to happen, but you have no control over
Yep.
doing anything about
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he caught it on GoPro, so that was kind of fun. But other than that, man, mountain biking's fun. I'm really glad I'm getting back into it because last year I got into it a bit and I kind of slowed down. But now, back into it, super fun. And that's about all I've done game wise. I know I was gonna do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review, Unleashed review, so I'm sorry that's not coming out. 1, I haven't had time to finish the game, and 2, the game is bad. Sorry.
Rip to the Turtles game that we thought was going to be good.
And it might be just me, but I think it's bad. So we'll do a soft review real quick for everybody that's listening. I felt like the combat was kind of clunky. The RPG elements were very shallow. There's a lot of weak dialogue. I know it's a kid's game, but for me, I just felt like it was kind of lame. So I'm sorry. Thumbs down. Don't buy it until it goes on sale. If you really want to buy it, I didn't like it. I love the collector's edition stuff. I got all that stuff. So that, or not collector's edition, what deluxe edition. I didn't buy the collectors, not spending $200. But other than that, that's all I got going for me.
That's so sad. I was gonna buy the Turtles game too.
I know you were, Dave. I'm sorry.
Just one classic Turtles beat 'em up. Shredder's Revenge was fine. Just make Shredder's Revenge Part 2.
All right, let's jump into our first game of the night, Mistfall Hunter. Dave, by Mistfall Hunter by Bell Ring Games. Comes out in 2025. Dave, deja vu here, but are you excited about this game?
Aw, Xbox wants a Dark Souls.
Aww.
Aw, that's cute.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, we touched on this a little bit. Like, I'm okay. I'm excited, but not new Souls like excited because. But spoiler alert, guys, this game is not what you think it is. We talked about this a little bit. Like, this game is not what everybody thinks it is. So this game is presenting itself very much as like a single player, narrative, story-driven, Souls-like game. But it could not be further from that. Like, this is actually a Souls-like RPG that is a PvPvE extraction game.
And so, like, we described this in our original take here. So, like I said, this is a second take. Biggest thing is like Dave said, the trailer of it. So we can go ahead and roll the trailer as we talk about this a little bit. But it definitely presents it that way. But like Dave said, it's a PvPvE extraction shooter. You really have to read the description on Steam, on their website, to really get a sense of what this game is actually about. So it's going to be a extraction shooter that you can play either solo or up to a team of 2 other players. And yeah, so, and really the whole idea of having the team is to enhance the strategy of going in there, trying to extract. And so, Dave, I'll let you kind of describe the trailer here as what we see things.
Yeah, so if you guys are just listening, what we're looking at right now is that, like, the trailer is very much presenting itself as a single player experience. And I've looked through the comments and stuff of all of these videos of all the trailers, people putting them out there, and people are excited for this game, but I think they're excited for the wrong reasons, because people that are getting excited for this game are traditional Souls players like myself who want a very single player driven experience, and that's not what we're getting. But so if you guys are just listening, what we're looking at, I'm getting a lot of Elden Ring vibes, and the reason for that is the story is kind of Elden Ringy. Nothing too crazy on the story here. So basically, what they're saying is, in the wake of an epic war between gods, all deities have fallen. Their blood has turned into the Gildan Mist, which acts like a plague to drive people mad. Bloodborne. There is also a main female protagonist that we see a lot in this trailer. Her name is Dew, and she has the power to resurrect fallen heroes and grant them immortal bodies. Melina in Elden Ring.
And sorry. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, there's not really too much story-wise going on. And the sad thing about this is, like, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I just don't know how this is going to translate into playing with friends, because again, guys, we're looking at the trailer right now. Like, I can't tell any parts of the trailer that are PvP.
I haven't seen it yet, but I think maybe this moment here where there's some fights going on where they just froze the play, or like the other characters, I think that had a little bit of PvP.
Like,
but
a
yeah,
second
I think it's
character
definitely
off to the side or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Or this might be PvP. I don't know. I think part of it is PvP, but I think it's really showcasing the work together as a team, to be honest, with a lot of these parts. Like, this boss battle definitely looks like it's going to be a PvE situation with your team, because there's other 2 characters around him, and I think that's that 3-player co-op. And what I think it's going to happen is there's going to be sections where it's PvP, kind of how it is in, like, The Division. You know, I love The Division. There's a specific spot where you can go PvP, and then the rest of the game is PvE, and I wonder if that's going to be how it works, or there's going to be an element of both in both, like, different areas. I'm not too sure on how it's going to work, but I know Dave says this game isn't what he thought it was, but for me, I'm not a Souls-like player, but this is a game I think that could really get me excited to play with Dave, because 1, I like PvP and I like extraction shooters, and 2, Dave and I don't tend to agree on many games that we play. But
if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. But for this, I think it's gonna have the elements that Dave is looking for in a way that we can share it together in a sense that I like. And to me, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the combat and the fluidity of the game seems like it's pretty like well put together. Like from some what I see, I feel like it doesn't look too clunky. Well, you can't really say until you get your hands on, but I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks really good actually.
I think the combat system looks really good. Now that we talked about this before too, there's one scene in the trailer where that guy was kind of like kneeling down, and the other guy was kind of over top of him, just bashing him. And that one little tiny section, if you really look at that, kind of looks maybe a little janky, like the hitbox wasn't registering or something like that, because there wasn't any impact on those hits. But outside of that few frames, and again, guys, this game is not coming out, anytime soon. This is 2025, so they have time to fix all this. But the rest of the combat system does look very Dark Souls, and I think that's why it's being such a great like mirage as a Dark Souls copycat. Is it just looks really good, and then like the dynamics of the combat system, like the setting, the lore, the color grading, like everything points to this being a Dark Souls like copycat. But it's just, you, like Adam said, you got to read between the lines, and you really have to kind of like you really have to read the description to know what this game is going to be about. I'm like I said when we started this off, I'm excited for the game. I think the game is going to be good, and like Adam said, this is a game that kind of merges both of our worlds, where we actually have a game that we might really be excited about playing with together. So in that aspect, I'm excited for the game. And they do say that you can play solo, so you can solo or team up with two other players if you want. But if you're looking for that, like, very story, next level, that's not how it works. Like if you've never been in any type of extraction game, you got to read between the lines and know what you're getting yourself into, because extraction games and Souls like story narratives are totally different.
Right. And that's I do have a question, like how do you think, so it has some lore behind it. Now, how are they going to merge that lore into the extraction component, like into the story? Is there like a specific story that this game has that it's going to kind of progress as you go through? Like, what do you think?
In the concept of what the game is, it feels like it needs to have a continuous story, right? So like that's part of the reason why I was like, this game is not what you think it is, because I don't know, like it can have a continuous story, but maybe the story really isn't like the focus. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's not. Maybe the story isn't as intricate or like as important to the actual gameplay as we think it is. How it typically is in a Souls like.
If it's anything like the Division, in the sense of like how it works is you have your main base and you run out into the world, and there's specific missions you can do, and when you like walk into that mission area, that's like the story of it, and like there's little dialogue when you complete that story. And so I wonder if that's how it's going to work. Is really like a Division aspect of like however you have the world. I don't know. That I think it's going to be something like that, where the Division, you walk into a mission, you complete that mission, and like you progress the dialogue, and then the section that you go PvP is you just trying to get the best loot, fight against other players, and get out.
Is the main like story kind of that single player narrative, and then the PvP is almost like bonus content, where it's like you can jump in PvP, or you can jump in PvP at the end and like maybe hunt for like some special treasure or something that you would only get from that section of the game, but in the confines of the actual story, like maybe it's not that important.
What I think is actually gonna suck about this game is Souls likes are so hard already, and imagine like you go into a PvP match with the thought of like losing your best loot, because it's an extraction shooter, so you die, you lose it all. And so that's what I'm kind of worried about. And like Souls likes are so hard, and like imagine like bosses are hard, but there's some very sweaty, very good Souls like players out there that can just tear a boss apart like this. And so my fear is I'll get stuck against one of those guys with some, oh, I love this sword, or I love this shield, or this bow. And I go in there and 2 seconds it's gone. And then my 15 hours of trying to get it is to waste. So that's what I'm worried about as well.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked about this a little bit too. It's like, just like Adam said, like Souls likes are hard. Adam has literally sat there and watched me die to the same boss like hundreds of times. And think about like you're going into that battle and you have a bunch of good loot and a bunch of stuff that you don't want to lose, and you're going to lose it. You're not gonna one shot every boss in this game, and like one shotting every boss in a Souls like the first time you've ever seen it is just incredible. And then also like we've all been there, man. Like we've all been playing Souls, and it's like guy who's gonna murder your face 743 has invaded your world, and you're like shit. Like you're just like I'm not ready. I'm not ready to PvP right now. Like I got things going on. You know what I mean? So like. I don't know. It's a very interesting idea. It's something that I think that could work, but I'm also curious to see how this is going to work and how frustrating this gets.
Yeah, that's my thing is I really hope there's a way to, I know people are going to say just get good or put the hours in, but I really hope to see that there is a PvE only section where you can not, or like you don't have to worry about losing to somebody that is leaps and bounds better, or if there's going to be a what's the argument we had not the other day, a skill like rating, what is that called, balancing,
Oh, like a tier.
skill based matchmaking, if it's gonna have
skill-based
skill based
matchmaking.
matchmaking. I wonder if it's gonna be something like that or it's just random, but I'm really curious to see how that's all gonna work. It is cool that this game has various classes, so you can different classes can work together to strategically fight different bosses and different players. So those classes are Mercenary, Sorcerer, Black Arrow, Shadow Strix, and each all will have their different weapons and traits. And it's cool that they say that it's you'll be able to switch seamlessly between weapons in battle, which isn't always the case for Souls likes, right? You get to go in, equip it, switch it out, and things like that. So that's really cool. And Dave, I know at least one of these is Black Arrow, and that's a bow and arrow player, I would assume. So what can you tell us about the other ones? What do you think what the other characters are?
Yeah, so Black Arrow obviously is going to be your bow and arrow character, the one that Adam will be maining 1000%. Mercenary, I think that's going to be your strength build. Sorcery obviously is going to be more of your magic kind of stuff like that. But the one that's really kind of interesting to me is the Shadow Strix. We were talking about this a little bit. This one almost feels like a stealth, like Assassin's Creed kind of vibe, which I've never seen done in a Souls like before.
Maybe I'll struggle to pick between the two because I love I love stealth games. So if I could do a stealth bow and arrow character, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be sick because we saw it in the trailer with like that section where they drop the smoke, like the Batman smoke, like the you know what I mean? And they even had like, I don't want to like throw shade on it, but they even kind of had the hood, like a little Ezio hood going on, and you saw him like jump down. So it's like there's a possibility that this is a Souls like that has like an Assassin's Creed style character in it, which would be very, very interesting to see the dynamics of that.
Or it's gonna have like a teleport, kind of how like Noob Saibot does when he like jumps into the ground and all of a sudden he's behind the enemy character. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that dynamic kind of works.
Overall, I think the game's going to play well. I think it's going to be tough to convince new players to come into a game that's PvP Souls-like because of how big a skill gap there is going to be for somebody like me versus somebody like you. I would expect going into a Souls-like, Dave, and I'm facing you, that I'd get destroyed. So
I mean, that's the beauty of it, though, dude. You don't have to get destroyed because you're on my team.
That's true. So me and Dave versus the world, we're taking you down.
Get ready.
I'm Dave's meat shield, and yeah, I'm Dave's bullet shield. I take all the bullets. I'm his flak jacket. Is that what they're called?
Nope. You said meat.
Yeah, I did say
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah, you did. You did indeed.
But any other closing thoughts on the game, Dave, that you have?
I mean, I think the game's gonna be really, really interesting. Like we talked about, it's a little bit of a kind of Souls-like ripoff in some aspects of the game. Like your mission is to harvest the Gildan blood and save humanity, Bloodborne. But other than that, I think it's totally fine. The classes I like, I think are very interesting. Basic stuff that you would expect: skill trees, modifier stacks, armor, things like that. I think the game is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a very interesting idea, and I am curious to see how this is all going to kind of come together. Because I'm going to be honest, this could either be like, oh my god, this worked. Yeah, this could either be like, oh my god, this idea is incredible, or oh my god, this idea does not work at all.
We will see. Again, I'm really curious about this. I'm curious on how the loot in Extract is going to be. They claim it to be a high risk, high reward situation. If you die, you lose everything. So if you put 40 hours into this game and all of a sudden, bam, you're dead, that's it for me.
Rip.
And I know people really like that aspect of like the thoughtfulness of like you have to like be more tactical and really protect yourself and methodical of how you play the game. Very similar to Escape from Tarkov or DMZ of Warzone or Division 2. Like you have to be methodical. You have to be careful if you have good things you don't want to lose, or just don't take them in there if you don't want to lose them. But other than that, that's all I got for the game. Dave, this is or let us know in the comments. Are you excited about this game? Mistfall Hunter comes out 2025. It is by Bell Ring Games. I can't remember. Is this their first game?
First title.
This is their first title, so keep an eye out for it. But Dave, this is a Souls-like. It may not be one of your favorite Souls-likes you're ever going to play, but I have a list of 9 here that are going to be a keep or cut of Souls-like games. Dave, are you ready?
Not excited for this one.
On your screen, because we actually did it. We put it together. We have 9 Souls-likes here. Dave. So, Neo 2, Lords of the Fallen, Dark Souls, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Bloodborne, Lies of P, Remnant 2, Demon Souls, and Elden Ring. We are going to do the keep 4, cut 5 again.
Oh, dude.
So what is your first cut, Dave?
This is a banger list again, dude. I'm gonna make so many people mad. All right, I'm obviously keeping Bloodborne. That is my first keep.
That's
Wait,
Dave's.
I get to keep 5, right?
No.
No?
You're cutting 5.
I'm cutting 5?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Keeping Bloodborne.
All right, I'm cutting Neo 2.
Neo 2. Wait, why is that?
I
Let the
mean,
listeners know.
it's good. Like, okay, Neo's good,
Uh-huh.
but just okay, guys, honestly, take a look at this list. Like, look at the games on your screen right now. Every single game on this list is a banger. And if you have not played anything that you see here, you need to go play it immediately.
Yeah.
But in the context of this list, I kind of just have to pick the ones that aren't as good, and Neo just isn't as good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, keep.
Next keep.
Oh, wait. Oh, we messed this up. Do another cut. We should have
Yeah,
cut first.
I got to do another cut.
Yeah, do another cut.
All right, I'm cutting Remnant 2.
Remnant 2. Oh, no.
I have to do it.
I feel like that one's an okay cut, to be honest. I don't hear as many people like saying, "Oh, how great Remnant 2 is" in terms of Souls likes. I hear about the other games so much more.
Yeah, I mean, at its heart, it's a Souls-like, but it does have a lot to do with like shooting mechanics, which I mean kind of pulls it outside of this list a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next keep.
Next keep. I'm keeping Sekiro. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that one needs an explanation.
No explanation needed.
Okay, cut.
But you have quite possibly the 2 greatest video games ever made in the history of video games sitting right next to each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, next cut. Dude, I'm gonna make so many people mad. I'm gonna cut Elden Ring.
Dave, I think we got to end the podcast right here.
I'm cutting Elden Ring. I have to do it.
Sorry, Elden Ring.
Listen, I love I love Elden Ring. I love it. I love it. It was a fantastic game. It was their first game in 10 years that I've just waited endlessly for. It's great. It's from software. It's everything that you expected it to be. But I'm going to be a little honest, and I don't want to be like I'm patting myself on the back right here. Elden Ring's easy. They made it like more mainstream for like more players. They didn't make it as challenging.
I think that's a good thing for them, though. I think they needed the game to intrigue more people.
I think they made the game exactly the way that they wanted to make the game. But if you ask traditional Souls players, Elden Ring's pretty easy.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't really like. There was no part in Elden Ring other than Millennia, which is technically like a DLC. But outside of that one fight, there wasn't anything where I was like, I'm really struggling with this part.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep. All right. Next, keep.
I hate it here. I am going to keep. I'm keeping Demon Souls.
Ooh.
It's the one that started it all, man.
Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like you have to keep that.
And people say that Demon Souls is a little janky, but the remake is really, really good. And Demon Souls was like, I don't know, it's supposed to feel that janky because I don't know, it wasn't quite where Dark Souls was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's supposed to feel the way that it feels.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Next cut.
Oh God.
This is the last cut? No, we have 2 more cuts.
No, I have 2 more cuts.
Yeah. You have Lies of P, Lords of Fallen, and Dark Souls left.
Oh my God.
Dun.
This is insane, dude. This is insane. All right, I'm cutting Dark Souls.
Dave.
I have to.
It's called Souls Likes.
I know.
I guess Demon Souls, but yikes. Yikes, Dave.
I'm cutting Dark Souls. I have to do it.
Okay.
Listen. After playing, Dark Souls is an amazing game, guys. It's an amazing, amazing game. If you've never played the original Dark Souls, you need to play it. But I feel like once we've gotten to Dark Souls, even though people talk crap about how shitty Dark Souls 2 is, I don't think it's as bad as people really say. And Dark Souls 3 is just like kind of the perfect game. You know what I mean? So like going from Dark Souls 3 going back to the original Dark Souls, it's just like the jankiness of the original one is just like a lot to deal with.
It just hits different.
Yeah, it just hits different.
Okay. All right, Dave. Final keep. You have Lies of P or Lords of the Fallen.
I love both of these games.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Dave taps out.
I know, I'm tapping out. Lies of P. I'm keeping Lies of P. I'm cutting Lords of the Fallen.
Oh, cool. Lies of P, you really like that one, though, too. Especially because it's very challenging, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really hard and such a great idea to bringing in like the fairy tale aspect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen was fantastic. As you know, I absolutely love the game. I did 54 episodes of a Let's Play series. Shout out us on this channel. If you have not checked out that Let's Play series, there's 54 episodes of me playing that game start to finish. Just the only reason that I give Lies of P the edge over Lords of the Fallen is Lords of the Fallen, spoiler alert, the ending was not fantastic.
Gotcha.
I feel like the ending kind of left me like
Wanting more. Or
not
like,
wanting more, but like I was hoping for something like more epic.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like it was such a like monumental buildup, and then the very final boss and like cutscene, I was like, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you got.
You made me play 54 episodes of this game. This is what you're gonna give me. This is the cherry on the top.
That should not deter you from watching the 54 episodes that we've created.
Just
though.
don't watch the ending.
Yeah.
Just watch Dave die over and over. No, just kidding. He didn't die that much.
I did pretty good.
You did actually. I was impressed.
I did.
Yeah.
There's a couple parts. There was a couple parts that needed some editing, but
That's all right. Okay. So this is your final list here. You kept Bloodborne, obviously. Sekiro, Demon Souls, and Lies of P. You cut Neo, Remnant, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and Lords of Fallen.
I'm gonna make people real mad.
You know what? I'm gonna do it, Dave. I'm gonna do this.
You're gonna do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a cut or keep.
Okay.
And I'm doing this solely based off the covers.
You're just picking your favorite covers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this based off the covers here. Okay, I'm
This is
doing really
great.
quick here.
Okay, this is great.
All right, my first cut. I think Demon Souls has the most boring cover out of them, to be honest.
Wow.
Although the castle's really cool.
Wait, does this need an introduction?
No, I don't think so. I'm not.
Ladies
gonna
and gentlemen, this is Adam cuts or keeps the best Souls like based on only the cover art.
Okay, I like it. All right, all right. So I'm changing it up here. Honestly, based off of what I'm seeing on this image, my first cut is going to be Dark Souls.
Rip.
Like look at that cover. Does that look cool?
I mean,
This is a flame in a night. That's kind of lame.
it's kind of iconic. The bonfire is pretty iconic.
Yeah, but for
I mean,
somebody that's
I-
never played it, remember,
I get it.
based
Yeah.
off the cover, only the cover.
I get it. You've never played it, so
Yeah,
it's it might be a little lackluster.
My first keep. I kind of like the Lords of the Fallen like blue look behind it. I don't know if this is a real cover, but I like it.
It's a cool cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Lords of the Fallen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next cut. I'm going to cut Lies of P. It just looks like a moody teenager, like I'm so mad or I'm so cool. You know what I mean? Like he looks like an emo, moody teenager. So that's cut.
Pinocchio takes over the Hot Topic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it looks like. Okay. Next keep. I love the dual swords, the Sekiro, so I'm going to keep Sekiro. As my next
Nice.
keep. Yeah. It
That's
looks
a
cool.
badass one, yeah.
Next cut. I mean, Liza P. I cut. This is kind of hard to see. I think the Remnant 2 has a really cool boss in this cover, so I don't want to cut that. Dave, I'm gonna do it. I'm cutting Bloodborne's cover.
Wow.
I think if you didn't know what the game, like you love the game, it's your favorite game of all time. But if you didn't know, like, I mean, the blood behind under his feet's kind of cool, and that blade looks kind of neat. But I'm still cutting it. Okay.
Look at that weapon. You're gonna look at that weapon and say, I don't want to fight with that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Next keep here. My last keep? No. I don't remember.
I don't even remember. I think you got a cut.
Yeah, I cut. Yeah. No, I kept Sekiro, kept Lords of the Fallen. So I have another keep here.
Yeah.
Next keep, I'm going to keep Demon Souls. I think the castle in the background's cool.
Castle's cool.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Next cut, I think. Oh, man.
Are you struggling because they all look so cool?
I'm struggling because, like, I guess, yeah. I'm stuck between Elden Ring and Neo that I want to cut next. I'm cutting Elden Ring. Oh, no,
Wow.
I'm cutting Neo. Because that entity behind on Elden Ring looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. So that means I'm going to cut Remnant 2. And that's it. Right?
I actually kind of agree with your choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hold up in any capacity of what the games are, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. I didn't have the picture up, but that's okay. All right, moving on. Let us know your cut or keep either based off the gameplay because you've played them, or like me, you've never played them ever, just based off of what they look like.
Yeah, just look at the pretty pictures and tell us which ones you like.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on to our next game of the night. We're not very far into this episode. Neighbors, Suburban Warfare by Invisible Walls. The release date is to be announced. They've had some playtest. And what this is, Dave, it is a team-based player versus player, up to 8 players, neighborhood fight.
I'm sorry, what?
So let's pull up the trailer so you can kind of put this together. To me, it reminds me of like a lighthearted Rainbow Six Siege. The way it's kind of set up with the characters, it's kind of hero based, has different abilities and things like that. So let me go ahead and pull up this trailer here. It just looks fun, and
That's 100% what I was gonna say. What a fantastic idea! This game just looks fun, and you know what? It doesn't have to be anything more than that. It's gonna be a fun game that you can play with the homies, have some laughs. It just that like that's it. That's fine. Like
Yeah.
that's all it needs to be.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think it's one of those things that I think it's a good idea. It's a fun, random idea that seems like it's going to be a blast, like you said, to play with your homies. So if you're just listening, each character has different abilities. You see a pigeon air bombing, I'm guessing poop. You'll be able to set traps in your specific houses, defend it, plant gardens that help boost abilities and things like that. Characters have different abilities like a slingshot, grappling hook, turrets, boxing gloves is a character. Here's a slingshot. And overall, I just think it's goofy enough, but has some good mechanics to it, if that makes sense. And I'm just excited to play a game like this because a lot of times with the player versus player, I think you kind of get lost in it and like you want to try so hard. But I feel like a game like this, it's hard to want to take so serious because it is so goofy.
There's obviously gonna, just like anything, there's gonna be like people that get real sweaty on it and take it real serious. But I think the vast majority of players are just kind of in it to have a good time, just kind of have fun.
And to kind of dive into it a little bit of the game and how it's going to work. So like I said, it's team based. There's hero elements. So each character has different abilities. And we'll go over all those characters that are announced right now. They plan to release more. There's going to be various team sizes, player or teams of 4v4, 3v3, and 2v2. And the way I think it's going to work is it's going to have an element where you have to protect your base and attack the other base. And the way I'm kind of looking at it, I know there's player tests. So if you've played before, let us know kind of how this is set up. But what I've watched and kind of what I'm gathering is like you go attack. There's characters that defend and there's players that attack. And that's just kind of how the game works in terms of like you must go at the opponents or protect your house. And I wonder how it's going to work is like I said, it's like Rainbow Six Siege where if you eliminate all the characters, is it the round over or you destroy the whole house and that's how you win? Or there's a third option I saw in the trailer. There's a safe crack. Like you pop open that safe and whatever's in it, it's like a capture the flag, you get it back to your house, you win. So let us know if I'm on the right place or anything like that. I have no idea, but that's kind of what I'm thinking as it goes through.
I feel like watching the trailer, like we talked about it a little bit. I feel like there's multiple game modes that we're seeing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's almost like a, your traditional deathmatch where it's like get rid of the characters, and then like maybe some type of destruction where you're trying to destroy, either one person's house or like you want to make sure that your house is the last house standing or something like that. And like you said with the safe cracker, like I feel like we see a bunch of different game modes in here.
Yeah, and I'm like I said, if you've played the playtest, let us know specifically how it works, but that's just kind of what I'm gathering. And in the game, you'll have different base building aspects, so you can put up different defenses. So you saw on the trailer, they're boarding up windows, they're putting up fences, they're deploying turrets that shoot hot oil. And there's just a variety of different traps that you'll be able to plant throughout the house and outside the house. And I think that's really cool. Each character, like I said, will have different abilities. So let's go ahead and dive into the characters a little bit. There's a lot that I'm going to unpack here. It's not crazy in terms of like the depth I'm going into. It's just fun little lore things about it because the game has like good descriptions of each of the characters. I thought that was really fun. I don't feel like they had to do that.
They definitely didn't have to do it, but it's definitely appreciated.
It makes it a little bit more like immersive in terms of like, oh, this is a random, like it's not a random character with no backstory to it. So if you want to learn more about their backstory, it is on their website. But let's go into the characters real quick. There's 8, but more to come. So let's go into our first character here, and that is an offensive Doreen. She is a 67-year-old woman who has boxing gloves as her hand-to-hand combat. She's an expert in that. Her ultimate ability is Fury Rush, and I think this is funny. This is an old lady who increases in damage, attack speed, and she gets like a size increase. So I just think that's gonna be funny. This old lady running at you is so big and just super fast and increases her damage attack. So I think that's funny.
I mean, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. Next is Kevin, who's also a offensive character. He is 8 years old. So you get to beat up little kids in this game. Range combat with a slingshot. So he's the kid that you saw with the slingshot, but he's also the one that has the grappling hook. That's his ability. I don't know if he's got a ultimate ability, but that's how it's described. Next, we have Chad. I feel like Chad is just like
Wah, wah.
the dad of the neighborhood that nobody likes. I don't know. But he's like the stay-at-home dad because he's an offensive character at the age of 34. He's got a hybrid melee and range, and it's a vacuum cleaner. So that's why stay-at-home dad. He does all the household chores, shoots projectiles or swings it. So I'm guessing how his is going to work. He can suck like things on the battlefield up and then like shoot them at people. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I think we saw a little bit of that in the trailer.
Yeah. And he can swing and hit people with the vacuum. Man, that he must be a strong Chad.
I mean, to be able to whack someone with a vacuum.
Yeah, I agree. His ultimate ability is vacuum overdrive, which draws in objects and enemies. Next, we have Kim, who is a defensive 29-year-old. She repairs structures with the wrench, and you can also throw the wrench at people. Ability to deploy an oil turret, and I think how the description read of the oil turret is like it doesn't like hurt them; it blinds the enemies. So it's like maybe like hot oil, like get thrown into your eyes kind of situation. That's how it kind of was described to me.
It's not gonna hurt. We're just gonna throw hot oil in your eyes.
Yeah, it's not gonna do any damage to you, but. Next, we have Gramps, who is a support 83-year-old. He's going to be a main healer with the first aid kit. His ultimate ability is going to be Revive. Next, we have Mary Jean. I didn't write down her age, but she's offensive, more of a stealthy melee character with a knitting bag. So she can pick locks and escape enemies. And what I'm just thinking with this is she's going to like pull like an Ezio, like into the neck with some stealth kills right into the neck with the knitting needles.
With the knitting needles.
Yeah, imagine that's the way you go out. Jugular goes everywhere. Oh man.
She's got 3 in each hand, Wolverine style. Like,
yeah.
Snickety snoy.
So also has echolocation. So I thought this description was funny. It's she tunes into the gossip. So, she's that book club. Mom, well, did you see that Susan bought a red car instead of a white car? That's how I picture.
No
Mary
one's gonna be that character. Don't be that character.
Yeah, don't be
Yeah.
Mary Jane.
Don't be married.
That's the Karen of the game.
Yeah, don't be Karen Jane.
Yeah, don't be Karen Jane. So what she does with that is reveals enemy location. Next we have Louis. I feel like Louis the dad you never had. He sounds pretty cool. He's the uncle that you're not really allowed to see, but you go see him anyway. This is Louis, an offensive/defensive character, 41 years old. He plays with fireworks. So his focus is area control, trying to keep people away from the zones or the house or however it's going to work. His firecracker ability is blind firecracker, so kind of like a flashbang, I'm guessing. Next, we have PA. That's his name. He's an offensive 52-year-old who's more mobile. Like, he can get around quick. He shoots through a cannon, dives in, gets out of fights, and his ability is called Big Bertha. It's going to be like, I think, like an airstrike of him, like going high into the air and just like a Hulk smash on the ground. I think that's how it's going to work.
Like a sumo slam.
Yeah, like a sumo slam. I think that's going to be really fun. And so that's all 8. If you want to learn more about them, it's on their website. But also, again, if you've played the playtest, let us know how it like plays out. I'm really curious to see how these characters interact with each other. It's going to be really fun. Each starts with a unique item and ability, and you can unlock new hobbies and perks. And so I wonder if the hobbies, I think, Dave, you actually brought this up, if the hobbies are different weapons, like a baseball bat or, I don't know, like a golf club, like different hobbies is the different weapons, and the perks are things that you can just unlock to make your character better, different play styles.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit. Like the hobbies, what I was thinking was like the hobbies could be also perks and weapons. So it's like you said, like, you got the new hobby of baseball. So now you have the baseball bat as a weapon. But also when it comes to like perks and like hobbies and stuff like that, it's like your new hobby that you've acquired is gardening, right? So like now in your garden, you can plant like healing items and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I think The one that's really kind of curious that that we talked about from the trailer was the birds flying overhead, dropping their doo doo down there. It's
Yeah, like
like
an AC 130 aspect.
yeah, and it's like you're like, oh, your new hobby is bird watching, so like all of a sudden now you have this like fleet of birds that you can control over the map to like airdrop on enemies and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I think there's a lot that they could do with that.
Or it could be like a drone, like a pigeon is a drone, and like it like scouts out the area for you too, like in the house and things like that. That'd be really neat. Oh man. Kind of going into that, you kind of brought up the plants being able to garden and plant different plants. So what they described the plants are supposed to do is help with aid in battle, and I'm wondering if that's going to be something like health regen, like your health regens after a certain amount of time if you're close enough to it, or you go pick a berry and that you eat it, and that's how you increase your health. Strength power ups maybe with it, so you eat a berry and you make it stronger. I don't know how that's all going to work. I'm curious to know. Again, if you played, let us know. Yeah. There's gonna be 5 different houses and more will be added. That's another thing I had. As a team, do you pick the house and then like, or is it all random you load into, or is it's random but you get put in different houses so it like keeps it fresh? I don't know, because I think it's gonna be one of those things you have to learn each house and how to defend it and how to attack other houses.
Yeah, and I think this one really depends on game mode because there's obviously more characters than there is houses, so it's not like everybody can get their own house. And in a death match, I feel like 5 people probably isn't enough to get the game going. So like it'll be interesting to see the dynamics here, but like yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're probably going to get randomized, right? Because there's going to have to be different houses that are like, like you said, they're different layouts, different setups. There's ones that you're going to like more. There's ones that you're going to have better strategy for. There's going to be ones that are in better locations on the street and stuff like that. So it's like, do you kind of like fight for your whatever house you want? I don't know. I think it's probably just going to be like a random, like, this is your house for this match.
Weapon wise, like I said, there's various different weapons as you saw in the trailer: boxing gloves, golf clubs, hammers, wrenches, bats, bird attacks. And honestly, I think this game is different. This game is different in the sense of not just another Concord or like, you know what I mean? They're not trying to be the next big thing. I think they're just trying to be something fun, lighthearted, something that you can get lost in for a little bit, play for a while, and then maybe forget about it. I think that's kind of what this game is going to be. Yeah, they want to hold their core player base, and I think they're going to have that, but they're not trying to be Concord, the next live action shooter that takes over the world, or the X Defiant that's trying to kill Call of Duty. No, that's not what this game is. I just think it's going to be fun, lighthearted, and it's a game to give a shot.
Throwing shade on Concord.
Yeah, Concord.
Yeah. Rip.
That game died before it was even announced.
That game sucked.
Yeah.
We said that game sucked.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Generic
we're going
garbage.
Yeah, garbage. Anyway, we're going off topic.
Yeah.
I do think this game is a lot of fun. I think this game for me comes down to price.
Yeah, I don't think it comes down to price for me. I think I'm going to get it and play it either way.
$70, you're in?
I think I'm in for... Okay, all right. Now you're stretching my wallet a little bit. I don't think it's going to be $70. I do hope that this game does not become a live service game where it has battle passes and all this stuff and you have to worry about all this. Like, I don't want it to be a free-to-play and have to worry about all this. I'd pay like $40 for this game.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'm kind of over free-to-plays, if we're going to be honest.
It's not fun.
For you know what, like, dude, like my number one example of Fall Guys, when you know how much I love Fall Guys, right?
Yeah.
It went free to play, and like ever since it went free to play, it just sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Yeah.
And like that game was like $12. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
It's just everybody wants to maximize revenue. So if you make the game free and everybody wants these skins, these weapons, and this pay to win, like that's what these companies want. Nobody wants to just release a game and I don't mind DLCs and I don't mind like season passes, but it's just this every little microtransaction to get the next big thing of the game. That's where I kind of like draw the line and don't want to participate long term in a game.
It's the worst, man. And I think it's even worse when the game starts off as a paid game and then it's free to play because everything changes. Like, I hate to keep bringing it up, but like in the example of Fall Guys, right? Like, I have in my Fall Guys bank right now. Like Fall Guys used to use kudos when you would play, when it was a paid game. Kudos was their currency for like unlocking skins and like nameplates and all of that stuff. I have 700,000 kudos in my bank right now, and I literally cannot use them on anything because as soon as they went free to play, now everything costs show bucks, and you don't earn show bucks. You pretty much have to buy them. Like they like the grind to even get a show buck is like disgusting, and they're charging 800 or whatever for a costume, and it's like, dude, I'm kind of over this. I mean, I'm just kind of over it.
And that's another thing. Like I've been playing War Thunder. That game is brutal with pay to win, pay to do anything in that game, and I'm not going to do it because, like I said, what I'm more excited about is Microsoft Flight Simulator, and so I'm not going to invest in this game that, one, I suck at, and two, that's pay to win. So yeah, games, come on, just let us buy the game, release a couple DLCs that are $10-15 that really enhance the game, but don't make me buy the guns and stuff like that. You don't need to do that.
So did you buy the $70 tank we were talking about?
No,
I'm proud of you.
no, I didn't buy a single thing in War Thunder yet.
I'm proud of you. Well done.
What's gonna happen is I'm actually gonna get pretty decent at the game, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta buy this jet. I want to fight a jet. But no, that's not gonna happen.
At some point, Adam's gonna come on here and be like, I bought a $70 tank.
$70 tank, $70 jet, whatever. But like I said, let us know in the comments if you're excited about this game. They do have playtest sign up, so if you'd like to jump into this game, let's do it. And let us know if you have played this. Give us some breakdown of how the gameplay works, the game modes, if there's various game modes. Very curious to see. And yeah, let us know. Thumbs up for me for now.
Thumbs up for me right now. If you guys have played the playtest, go ahead and break your NDAs and drop down in the comments exactly what it is all about.
Let's talk nerdy comics.
I got comics on the mind.
Ooh, that's what we're gonna make next. Okay.
But drop down in the comments. Comics will come later. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, there we go. All right, neighborhood, hood rat.
I told
Rat
you
tail.
not to do
I
hood
know.
rat. You can't do hood rat.
I did hood rat twice. It just makes sense. Okay. All right, we're gonna play Word Chain Connect. I keep forgetting how are we describing this. Connect the word.
Word chain link.
Yeah. Finish the word chain link, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, Dave. I didn't get your first word. What's your first word?
First word is going to be living.
Living. Okay. Next letter.
Then we have an R.
Okay. Next letter.
Then we have an S.
S. Okay.
Then we have a C.
C.
Then we have a C.
C.
Then a G.
And then a G.
And then a D.
D.
And then an O.
O. How many letters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. Mine. Ready?
Yep.
We have car.
Car.
S.
Okay.
T.
T.
Yep.
Okay.
O.
Okay.
F.
Okay.
G.
Okay.
K.
Okay.
O.
Okay.
All right, you're up.
Mm.
Or you want me to go first because I have a little bit of time to think about it.
No, that's okay.
Okay, okay.
Car S. Car speaker.
No.
No.
No, you can H.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
dang it.
All right. Living room.
Living room indeed.
Room S. Room star. Room shop. Room space. Room space.
It is not room space. You get an E.
Room C. S-E. Oh, you say C or E?
E.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Show. Car show.
Yeah, you got it. Car show.
Okay. Show. Show T. Show tape. Show time.
Boom.
Boom. Time O. Time off.
No.
Dang it.
You get a U. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
Room. SEC. Room send. I don't know.
No, it is
I
not
don't
room
know.
send. You get an R.
What?
So you don't know it still?
No.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Timeout.
Yep.
Okay. Out F. It is F, right?
Yeah. F. As in break.
Out F. Outfield.
You got it. Dang it.
Field goal.
Yep.
Goal kick.
Dang it. Yep.
Kickoff.
Yep. Dang it.
That was incredible. What
On
a run.
Dang
What
it.
a run.
All right, I got to hit it here because you went
Yeah.
first, right?
Okay.
All right. Room service.
Room service is correct.
Service call. No. Service call.
Think of your favorite football team.
Service charge.
Service charge.
Service charge. Okay. Charge. Credit. Charge credit.
You're so close.
Charge card.
Charge card.
Okay. Card game.
Card game.
Game D. Game dunk. Game. Dude? I don't know. It's a letter.
You're gonna kick yourself. A.
Game dad? Game dad? I don't know. What's the next letter?
Why?
Game day.
Game day.
Day off.
Day off.
Dang it.
There you go.
All right. Dave, you crushed me on these.
I mean, towards the end of your list, it all went very sports related. So I was kind of in the same like genre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have mixed it up a bit.
outfield, field goal, goal kick, kickoff. It's all it was all like kind of football-y. So I
Yeah.
was right there.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Dang it. You know,
Let us know down in the comments if you guys got those words quicker than we did.
Yeah. I was gonna do car crash, and I was like, you know what? Since I got in one this weekend, we're not gonna get into it. I was like, yeah, let's not talk about that this time.
Yeah,
But-
let's not do car crash.
All right, moving
No
on to our
no
next-
card crash, no hood rat.
Yeah, no hood rat, no car crash. WUCHANG Fallen Feathers is our next game of the night, and it's by Lean Z 2025. It's a Souls-like RPG, and you are a skilled pirate.
I mean, I want to be honest, guys. I don't have a lot to say about this one. This game premiered at the Xbox Partner Preview. We could go ahead and take a look at the trailer. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. I'm excited for it. Like Adam said, you are WUCHANG. You are a skilled pirate warrior. You are struck by amnesia.
You know, I didn't realize how brutal that was at
What?
the beginning with the neck snap.
Oh yeah, dude.
Can I be honest real quick? Okay, I'm gonna pause this trailer real fast.
Yo, let's go ahead and pause it.
Or not. This isn't really an honesty thing. You know what? This is the most irrational fears I have.
Snapping your neck.
Yes, somebody grabbing my neck and going.
Have you ever been to a chiropractor?
I have, but I did not let them touch my neck.
You did not let him adjust your
Nope.
neck.
Nope. I used to get so
It's a
scared.
good move.
I wouldn't let people touch my head like this or like that.
Really?
Yeah, I'd freak out if people tried grabbing my head like that.
I mean, it's a bit. I don't think it's an irrational fear. It is certain death.
Yeah. So, all right, let's pull the trailer. Tangent over.
But the trailer itself, it looks really fun. Like, it looks really good. It's giving me some vibes of Sekiro. Obviously, you got your blade and stuff like that. I think the style of the game itself looks really, really cool. The story, like we said, nothing too crazy going on. You are WUCHANG, who are we seeing right now? You are a skilled pirate warrior, and essentially you've been struck by amnesia. Once you awake, there is a mysterious illness spawning monster creatures throughout the land. Can we take a real quick second and just say, I think this idea of a plague spawning monsters is getting really played out for Souls-like. So if you guys could come up with a different idea sometime, that would be really cool. But other than that, it looks really fun. And I think the most interesting thing, if you guys are just listening, the combat system behind this looks very cool, and I'm super excited to get my hands on this combat system, which is why I kind of wanted to bring it to the forefront.
And what I really liked about it is I like the element of, like, I'm guessing you're talking about the combat system, but the sparks and like the bright lights around her. I think I have a different trailer than I did the original time, but it really shows like bright flashes and like it seems very over the top and exciting to see, like when you hit a certain move, that the animations look really good. I think that's really why I was excited about this one.
Yeah, and I think that's a really cool thing is like, a lot like Adam said, we're seeing a lot of these like really cool animations where like the flames and stuff are kind of enchanting the weapon and stuff, and you're seeing all these very bright vibrant colors that are not typical in a Souls like, and that's a really interesting idea because you are able to enchant your weapons. And like the way that we talk about this all the time, you kind of do Souls likes as like your builds and stuff like that. You never really get to kind of mix and match these things. Like I said, I'm always a strength build, so I never really get to mess around with magic and stuff like that. Being able to use these enchantments on your weapons like gives a whole new kind of like dynamic to the game. And I think one of the really interesting things about this game is being able to harvest the skills from defeated enemies. Like I love that idea that you're going to face off against this really cool boss who's going to have this really cool thing that just absolutely destroys you and pisses you off. And then the second you beat that boss, you now have gathered that skill and get to use it on the rest of the enemies in the game.
I think that's really cool. It reminds me a lot of like Infamous or Prototype, because Prototype was like that. And when you do it with Prototype, it was so brutal. Like, or even like when you like suck the soul out of like just the NPCs walking around, it was always like it was so. I should not make that noise again on. So I'm sorry for your ears, listeners.
Do it again. Do it right now. Do it
No.
better. Do it better.
No. Oh, Dave, you're gonna make people mad.
I mean, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I just think that kind of, it's so cool to do that. In Infamous Second Son, when you defeated a boss, like you get these new abilities, and I think that this game, that's cool. I like that element in games. Because when when you're fighting them, you're like, oh man, it sucks fighting this character. Like it's so hard, but when you get it, like, oh, I have the power now, and like you feel so strong after you defeat the boss with the power, and then start tearing other people apart with it.
Yeah, like I don't know, dude. Like a skill tree is the most basic kind of thing, and it's like when you're upgrading the skill tree, you kind of feel like you obviously feel like you're leveling up and you're getting better, but this is like absorbing a skill from a defeated boss just feels different. Like it just feels like you just went like godlike, and you're like, oh, like the power, like the, you know what I mean? Like you're like, I have this power now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it has a sense of accomplishment more than like, oh, I got a few tech points, I can put them over here, and not really feel the effect of it either. You know what I mean? Like that was my problem with like Spider-Man. I love the game Spider-Man, but I feel like the skill tree was so big and so vast, and like really it was just all combo based. It didn't feel like I take that back. The second one, I felt like the powers you gained were actually pretty cool in some of the sense, but the skill tree itself, I just felt like it wasn't doing anything. Like I know it does, and like you can feel effect, but like absorbing a power in the game, like at the same time, like getting a new power, it's so much better than a skill tree, I think.
Yeah, it just hits different. Like it's hard to explain, but I think like, I don't know. I think if you played a game like this, you probably understand what we're talking about. Like it really does just hit different. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, there's not too much going on here. The combat system looks really good. Again, the story is a little lackluster. They're doing the kind of basic, like we said, the mysterious illness is sprawling throughout the land. Whatever, been done before. You're gonna make your way through. You need to find, you, like we said, you are you have amnesia, you've waken up, so you need to figure out your past and like also save the world, which is fine. Multiple endings based on choice, which I think is really cool. So there's going to be a lot of replay value in the game. We talked about the gameplay itself. It looks really, really unique and really, really polished. That's one of the things that I saw in the original trailer, that like the gameplay dynamics looked like they just felt really clean. So yeah, I'm super excited for the game. I think it's going to be great.
I don't have much to say about it other than it's a Souls-like, not typically my type of game, but with this one, it does look cool. And with that, like, I know I'm not into these Souls likes, but there's been two that have like really caught my eye out of all of our episodes, everything like that. And the first one we talked about ever was Liza P. I was like, ah man, Souls like Dave's making me watch another Souls like game. No, Liza P. Like it has good lore, it's different, it's unique, and like similar with this one, like maybe not the lore is very unique, but the the gameplay and the element of like taking on different powers from the enemies, like that's cool, like that's more intriguing to me than some of the other souls like. So definitely looks cool to me. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you have anything on this game, if you're excited about it. But yeah, that's all I got.
Looks really good. It's coming 2025 at some point. If you have not checked out the trailer, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Sad note here, this came out at the Xbox partner preview, so this will be an Xbox exclusive.
And Steam, it's on Steam too.
And Steam, yeah. Which on the last episode that has since been deleted brought up my conversation of the Xbox being dead, but Adam did not agree with me.
I still do not agree. I'm an Xbox fanboy. I can't say that, to be honest. Like, I can't call myself a fanboy. I feel like, let me know if this is true, Dave. Like, if you're a fanboy, like, you like hate the other side, like a true like ride or die Xbox. Like, I'm not that way because I have a Switch, I have a PlayStation, I have a PC, I have VR. Like, I have it all, and like, I just buy what games I like on each.
I wouldn't say you're a fanboy then. Just let the Xbox die. It's dead. It's dead. We looked up the sales. I'm not saying that Microsoft itself as game developers are dead. I'm just saying that like a majority of their Xbox is, what is Xbox King at? Like what is the Xbox King?
Oh, like game wise?
Yeah, like anything. Like what is Xbox the best at? Like what is something in the gaming world that you think of and you're like, that's clearly Xbox?
Are you talking about Xbox console?
Yeah, like the console.
It used to be. The argument was that Xbox, it's not so much anymore. I think PlayStation has the same capabilities now. Xbox used to be like the best like home hub entertainment. Like you had everything in terms of like entertainment, because I don't know if you remember like the Xbox One, you could plug it, like the original one, you could plug like a receiver, like your DVR into the back of it and like control it all through your Xbox. I don't even know if you remember that. So that's why it used to be the best. But in terms of like performance wise now, I would say Xbox is a little bit leading. I will say though that the Xbox also has like a more like budget friendly console edition. Like their Xbox One S, it's the next console, right? It's in line with the Xbox Series X at like $200. Like, you know what I mean? Like it helps you get into gaming if you don't have like a bigger budget, I guess, compared to like $500 for the X or the PlayStation 5, which is like $400 too, or $500. I don't remember.
Well, now I feel like a piece of shit. All right, Xbox, keep making affordable consoles for people. I was just saying, because I'm gonna give it up for Xbox and say that like back in my kind of like era of gaming, Xbox was really known as like where the hardcore players were at, especially when it came to like online multiplayer. Like PlayStation was not. Like Xbox was known as like more of the online multiplayer, and I just feel like those hardcore gamers have all kind of moved to PC. You know what I mean? So I just thought like,
and I
don't
think
know.
that's just due to the accessibility of like every game on the Xbox is on the PC now.
Right.
And that's not always the case with PlayStation. So I think you'll probably see a correlation of more Xbox gamers are on PC rather than PlayStation players on PC, if that
Right.
makes sense. So I think that's why most of the console Xbox players are moving to PC just due to the access of having everything on the PC that you can also get on your like Xbox. But also, you can play PC games on your phone or your iPad, or not PC games, Xbox games on your phone or your iPad or other streaming devices such as like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally. Like there's more accessibility, whereas PlayStation's still stuck on PlayStation. Yeah, they're releasing games later onto the PC, but it's not as quick turnaround. And to your point about multiplayer, back in the day, like before there was crossplay, Xbox definitely was the place for multiplayer.
Yeah, Xbox reigned supreme for like where the
Yeah.
hardcore good gamers were playing
Yeah,
at.
and it was so much easier to get in parties and find each other's gamer tag. Whereas like PlayStation, it was kind of a hassle, and like the PlayStation Network was always annoying. And I will say what PlayStation had going for them back then is the PSN was free for a while, and then it got hacked, and they're like, okay, we need to put more secure walls up and actually protect our players. So
That's what I was going for. I was just saying, like, I wasn't saying that Xbox, like Microsoft themselves as like game developers are dead. I just thought the console was, because I just feel like most people have just kind of moved to most Xboxers have kind of just moved to PC anyway, and it's like, I don't know, that I feel like they would be better if they just ditched the console and just went straight PC. But I do like the fact that they make an affordable console for people so that more people can get into gaming. So I'm glad that we gave this one a week to kind of simmer, because I was way more adamant about it last week.
I was incorrect with a lot of my accusations of no, Xbox has better sales overall, but they don't. They do not. I will say one more thing on it. There was actually a leak that Xbox is going to release a handheld. So, again, bringing a console, more accessibility, being able to play it on the road, and not like how PlayStation did with their PlayStation Go, where you have to be connected to your PlayStation. It's going to be more like a Steam Deck. Like there's a leak on it. I don't know how true it was. It was a quick article. I didn't actually I read through the first 5 minutes of it, or first 5 lines, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I got distracted. So I don't read. So
more to come on the Xbox mystery handheld.
yeah, I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I think that's going to make it even more accessible. And I think that's what Xbox game developers are doing, and Xbox in terms of like the Game Pass, just making it more accessible across all mediums of like gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Xbox, you're fine. Keep making stuff.
Yeah, keep making stuff. Keep making stuff. And that brings us to our last game of the night. Oh, no. Sorry. Dave, this was your idea.
So you want me to introduce it?
Yeah, you introduce it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the main character in WUCHANG is pretty hot, right?
She's pretty.
Yeah, she's very pretty. Look at how uncomfortable Adam is. Get
Yeah.
a zoom in tight on Adam's face right now.
Yeah, our editor. Editor, will you zoom
Editor,
in
zoom in tight on Adam's face right now.
Oh, wait, that's me. I forgot.
So, I mean, we decided it would be pretty fun to do a draft of the hottest video game characters of all time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm keeping myself. I've never like oh, that character's so hot. Like, so the way I did it, I was like, oh, if this characters were real in real life, who would be the prettiest, or just characters I like in a game? So prettiest or handsomest. Is that a word? Most handsome.
Most handsome.
Yeah.
Adam is a proper gentleman, and I am a savage. These chicks are hot.
All right. So let's start it off here. You know what? I'm going to change up the order I did it, because this is a take 2. So I'm going to change it up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just going to go right off the bat here and take Johnny Silverhand. Mr.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves from Cyberpunk. He's a handsome devil in real life.
Handsome devil.
Handsome devil in the game.
It's the beard.
Yeah, it's Keanu Reeves.
I think we're both just jealous of the beard.
Yeah.
Adam far less than me.
Mine's just stubble. I do it to hide my butt chin. That's literally the only reason I don't shave all the way down.
Your stubble is my full beard.
All right.
All right. First up on my list, we are gonna go with the one and only Bayonetta. Love me them nerd glasses. That's all. That's it.
That's all you got? Okay.
Ladies, just get nerdy glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
Adam hates this so much. And
I don't
love
like
it.
this draft, but that's okay. My second pick here is Harley Quinn. I like playing Harley Quinn in video games. I don't know. She's cool. I like the whole, I don't know. She's pretty. That's all I got. She's pretty. I like playing her in multiverses. In Arkham, she looks pretty. A little crazy, but pretty.
She's like the chick that you're afraid to sleep next to.
Yeah.
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 I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Next.
This is my favorite episode ever. All right, next up on my list, I'm going to go with the one and only Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Very pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
I'll start to clean it up a little bit
Thank
for
you,
you.
Dave. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
you're welcome.
Very
We'll clean it
pretty. I
up.
like
It's
it.
Lockhart. Very pretty.
Hey, we have kids on this show. We have kids watching the show. Actually, I don't know if we do. Kids don't watch. I'm just kidding. All right, my next pick here is I'm gonna go with Diva from Overwatch. Again, she was one of my main characters. Although I'm a little nervous. How old is she? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you should have looked that up way prior to this
Age, okay.
moment.
22 years old. Okay.
There
So
you
when
go.
I first started playing Overwatch, she was 22. So she's about my age because I was about 22 that age. She's 30 now.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
this
safe.
is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're totally safe.
Yeah, Diva. Okay, that's my next pick. Just
Good
because she's
pick.
my main character in Overwatch.
Okay. Next pick, I'm gonna go very, very basic, but we are gonna go with the one and only Miss Laura. I gotta say this right.
Yeah, say
We're
it
gonna
right.
go with the one and only Lara Croft.
There you go.
Not Laura.
Not Laura.
Lara.
Yeah, Lara.
I'm gonna
Makes sense. There's no U in Lara.
I'm gonna
There's
get
Lara.
torn apart just for that brief Laura.
Yeah, yeah. All right, moving on. My fourth pick here is let's go to the Mortal Kombat realm, and we're gonna take Katana as my fourth pick.
That was on my list.
Yeah,
That's a good
she's
pick.
Pretty.
Yeah.
And she's a princess.
Yeah, and she's got wicked Blade fans.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say, but I'm glad you went that route instead of the other route.
I told you I was keeping it clean.
I like it.
Yeah, wicked. She's got wicked Blade fans. You know what I'm saying?
Dave, there's something in your eye.
All right, next up on my list, we are gonna go with Samus. Yeah, super pretty, and just like when you found out Samus was a chick back in the day, you were like, "What?" Mind blown. Samus on the list.
All right, let's finish off my picks here. My number 5 pick is Ezio. Such a mysterious stud muffin.
Just
So
the
cool.
beards.
Yeah, and he's cool.
It's
Like,
the beard and the
so
robe.
mysterious. Yeah.
Hold on. The robe's made for a child. Never mind.
I was saying Ezio. Ezio. First the Ghostface. Now Ezio.
That's a good
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
Okay. Next. No, this is my last pick, right?
Yep.
Oh shoot. You know what? Go ahead and call me basic. Give me some Chun-Li.
Chun-Li. Yeah.
Gotta do it.
Yeah,
Classic.
yeah. I like it. I like it. Honorable mentions for you.
Honorable mentions. We got some Jill Valentine, Sonya Blade, Cammy from Street Fighter, and of course the one and only Princess Zelda. I cannot believe it. Didn't have Princess Zelda on this list.
Yeah. I don't
She's
have
too,
an all.
too Nintendo-y.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we had that discussion last time in our first take. It was there's hot and there's hot, I guess I'll say it, and then there's cute. Like you know what I mean? Like Nintendo characters are cute. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They're cutesy.
Yeah.
Like Pixar-y kind of,
Yeah.
and I'd say you just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard
I
to,
wouldn't.
it's,
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh, Princess Peach is hot, or like,
Yeah,
you know what I
no.
mean? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
that's weird.
Yeah, that's why I was
Yes.
like a little worried with Diva. Like, yeah, she never mind. I think she's more cute than hot.
Yeah,
So-
just say Princess Peach is hot again.
No,
You
we're not-
feel how uncomfortable it is in here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's uncomfortable.
We're always uncomfortable. Let's be honest. But all right, let us know who your either hottest video game characters are or cutest video game characters are in
Let
the
us know-
comments.
In the comments below, let us know your video game crush. We all had one as a child.
That's what we should have done. See,
Yeah,
that's
video
more-
game crushes.
All right, start over. This is the draft of the video game crushes. Dave doesn't like it. We're gonna keep his intro. Moving on to our last game of the night. This is actually not the game that was on our original list of games, but to be honest, Subnautica fans, I know you love the game. I just didn't feel like I did justice of talking it up last time, and I felt like I was missing some things. However, but the game I do know a few things about, that is Farming Simulator 25 by Giant Software, comes out November 12th, Dave.
Farming Simulator 2025, the game Adam guarantees will be better and more worthy of talking about than Subnautica 2.
Is that true? Probably not. Probably not. You know, the video Subnautica probably would have got many more views and likes and things like that. But let's be honest, Subnautica is coming out in 2025. This is coming out now, Dave. We have tons of time to learn more about Subnautica.
We have time to talk about Subnautica.
Yeah, exactly.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm breaking his balls.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
do that. Just kidding. All right. I don't have much to say on Farming Simulator 25. I just wanted to say, like, we're going to bring up new items of what the game has in store. To be honest, it's just another Farming Simulator game. So let's roll the trailer here. I'll kind of talk about the new things as we talk about it. But Farming Simulator, like other Farming Simulator games, I just enjoy how chill it is, how easy it is, and yeah, so let's go into the new things. As you see right away, the first map that they're showing takes place in East Asia. So I don't know the specific name of it. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. There's going to be 3 new maps, one in North America, East Asia, and with that, there's going to be new crops involved. So crops you'll see here is rice, spinach. So the rice farm is right here.
Yeah, the rice farm is really cool. I love that.
Peas, more different types of trees. Trees have been in Farming Simulator for a long time. Beans, like green beans and things like that. And I don't know, man. I just love Farming Simulator. It's one of those things that we talk about simulators in the past. There's just something chill about a game like this that, yeah, it takes a little mind thinking and things like that. But for me, they're just fun. The game's gonna feature 400 plus machines, from 150 different brands. Things that they're adding to it is goats, water buffalo. So you saw in the trailer right here.
Look at a little piggy.
Yeah. So it looks like there's be a little bit more like city life to the game, which is kind of unique and not been in Farming Simulators like the base games, I suppose. But I don't know, man. There's just some cool things about it. They're adding new weather events, some more challenges in terms of there's going to be tornadoes. So if it's anything like was it Sim City where like you can just destroy towns? I hope that doesn't like you have to like rebuild like barns and things like that. That's gonna be kind of fun, but also scary. If I spend
You know,
millions
the
of
first
dollars.
video going up online is going to be somebody twisting a cow, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you know that's the first video that's
Yeah.
gonna happen, right?
And I wonder how it's gonna work if the tornado can like tear down, like obviously destroy your crops. I wonder if they're gonna have like an insurance element. Like,
Oh God, please don't.
I mean, if you think about it, it would make sense. Like, I don't know, maybe not.
Please no insurance, man. I mean, I get it; it's a simulation, but there's some parts of real life that I'd like to get rid of, and insurance is one of them.
Okay, maybe that was a dumb idea. I just had that right, like talking about it right here.
It's not a dumb idea. I'm just saying, for God's sakes, I play video games to escape real life. I don't need insurance.
Yeah, I guess if I want to deal with that, I could become a farmer and get farmers insurance. We are farmers. Bum,
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 bum. Yeah, see
Yeah.
why do we know that? Why
Yeah.
do we know that like the back of our hands?
Yeah.
America.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Back to the game. I don't want to
Wait,
live
wait,
in the real world.
Wait, you know what the best one is?
What?
The freecreditreport.com songs. Remember
Oh.
those? FREE, that spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. Saw their ad on my TV. Thought about going, was too lazy. Now instead of looking fly, I'm looking fat.
Wow, you know
Roll-
the whole thing, huh?
I do know the whole thing. Well, let's move on. So yeah, like I said, they're gonna have different weather events, tornadoes, hail. So I'm gonna get. I don't know what hail's kill cows. Drop a
Oh
little.
no.
Yeah, I hope.
No.
Not. Yeah. I don't
You
know.
can't kill the cow.
All right, other things here. They're updating farmers markets to be more dynamic, so they'll have actually stands where like there's different fruits and things like that instead of just being a drop off where it just automatically goes in. The updates, the graphics are going to be drastically improved, so there's more texture to like crops and trees and things like that. So there's more depth to them instead of just being like little lines. Like it'll actually look like real plants. Buildable houses is brand new, so you can actually build like log cabins, or I don't know, like I think it's log cabins. I don't know if there's other houses. I saw the trailer, it had you building the log cabin. I don't know how much more in depth is to that. The GPS got drastically improved, so it will have like turning that you can set it and it'll turn for you. It's been pretty bad in other farming simulator games. There's mods that make it really good. But I think to have the crossplay, because there's some PC mods that you can't play with Xbox or PS5. So I think that's going to help bridge that gap in some of the mods in that sense. Um, Other things that I thought was really cool, like I said, livestock wise, they're adding water buffaloes, but they're adding a life cycle to the cows or like the livestock, so they'll be babies and adults, which hasn't been in a game before.
I love that idea because usually when you put an animal in something, it just kind of like in Stardew, you just put it like an animal there and it's just like it's there forever. Or like in Minecraft, you just have this like field of llamas and they're just like these are just here for life now.
My favorite is when you spawn, like in creative, you spawn a bunch of the animals in Minecraft, and then you hit it, and then all of them like thousands of cows pop up. I think that's so fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much else to say about it. I probably am not doing it justice for the true fan of Farming Simulator. Just know I really appreciate the game. I have so much fun in them. Out of all my games on Steam, they have the most hours in it for me. I have over, I think, 200 in each. I know that's not a whole bunch in the grand scheme of things, but out of all the games I play, that has the most hours in game. Other things about it, so the base game is $49.99 on PC, $59.99 on console. That's just Microsoft and PlayStation just wants a little bit extra money. There's going to be a season pass bundle that you can buy, which I think, hold on one second, Farming Simulator 25. Let me tell you how much that is. The bundle, so it's $80, $79.99 on PC and $89.99 on PlayStation. So $10 more. Yeah. But there is a collector's edition that comes with.
No, there is not.
Yeah.
You are joking.
No. Let me. Sorry. I have everything that comes in it. But I don't have the price of it. So let me pull that up real quick.
Do you get a tractor statue?
I will tell you everything you get. Give me 1 second here. Collector's edition collection price. Okay. Oh, actually, at GameStop, I think it's PC only. It's $70. It's at GameStop, and it comes with here. We talk about worth it. Is this worth it? It comes with a 16-bit retro edition of the game, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's the game or its own little farming simulator
It's worth
thing.
it. It's
Okay,
worth
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
worth it. I don't care
Okay.
what the price is. It's worth it.
It comes with a ignition, like a USB ignition to turn on the tractors and cars and everything like that. It's only for the PC, like the USB ignition. Modding tutorial, so if you want to learn how to mod, it comes with that. Branding stickers, posters, a collector's box, and I think that's it. So, oh, and keychain.
That sounds really awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for this one. I think it's really interesting. The collector's edition sounds good. That retro sounds super sick. You know I need that in my lineup. I'm really excited about the home builder too. The home builder is really fun.
Yeah, and one thing about like just the game in general. One more graphical update. Water's improved to look more realistic.
Okay, yeah, well that makes sense with the rice paddies, guys. If you were just listening, the rice pad. I'm hungry. that makes sense with the rice fields. If you guys are just listening, we saw the rice fields, and they look really legit. I mean, they're flooded with water and everything, just like how they should be.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But overall, I think not Microsoft. I'm so set on simulators, flying simulators, farming simulators. But overall, with Farming Simulator, the game can really be made what you want, especially with how many people make great mods. And like I've been saying, it's just so chill. And people are like, why do a job why play a game that's basically like real life? I just think there's so much monotony of like your everyday job that you do that it's kind of nice to escape at something like a farming simulator or a truck driving simulator or flight simulator or just any simulator in general, because like it's something like what would be different, like if my life were different, I could be like this is what it would be like to be a farmer. Granted, it's not exactly the same thing, but it's just cool to experience different things that people do on a daily basis, I think.
I'm a fan of simulators. I think they're great. I think they're a lot of fun, and you know that I love these like chill games. I'm kind of I don't know. Do you think maybe like we're getting a little too out of control with the simulators though? Like I saw the parking attendant or parking garage simulator where you build a parking lot and then you just operate a parking lot.
I will say there's some that are kind of random and
Yeah,
kind
like
of
is
pointless.
that like getting too crazy?
I just think that it's some of them are just goofy to try. I think that's part of it too. It's like, what can we make a simulator out of? I feel like that's part of the developers like trying to think like, what can we make a simulator? And I think that's one of them. Like, there's a haircutting simulator. There's a bartender simulator that's in VR, and you have to like throw like bottles of like alcohol around like that. I think they're just starting to random put stuff together. If that makes sense.
I think it has to do with like a level of fun, right? So it's like being a bartender, that's fun. You're like throwing bottles and stuff around, but like a parking garage simulate. You're in a booth collecting tickets, like telling people where to park.
But it's probably, is there an element where like they don't pay and you have to call the cops or anything like that? That'd be kind of fun.
See, Adam's excited. He loves this idea
Or
already.
you could like, oh, sorry, you didn't pay your ticket. I'm gonna boot your car.
I stand alone. The
Sorry, I
big
love simulators. There's some that are better than the others. Like, I'm just trying to think of ways that could be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It just looked like
Or you upcharge them a bunch. Like, oh, sorry, guy that drives a Porsche, you're a jerk. I'm gonna upcharge you $50.
that's a mean thing to do, man.
Don't be a jerk, Porsche driver. But I don't know. There's other ones like what's the one I really liked? Supermarket Simulator. That one's a blast. Like, why is making a supermarket fun? I don't know. I just enjoy. I think the progression of getting like your market bigger, and then I don't know. There's just fun. One that really doesn't make sense. Washing simulator, like a power washing simulator.
See, I probably shouldn't have talked because I love Power Washing Simulator.
That's literally just taking a hose up and down. I'm sure your new house needs clean, Dave. Go take a power washer outside and clean
It's
it.
so satisfying just watching it get clean, though.
I think that's part of it too. It's like it's satisfying to just hit buttons, and like I don't know. There are more fun ones. There's Storage Hunter Simulator. I have simulators pulled up right here.
Storage Wars for real.
Crime Sim Cleaner.
No, where you clean up crime scene investigations. Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
That sounds kind of cool, actually. I'm gonna look at that one. But I don't know. There's just some fun things there's just something about simulators that everybody likes, and I don't think there's a. If you have an explanation, let us know in the comments. But I just think that they're fun, they're mindless, and people become passionate of these kinds of things, especially like the farm sim. They get those big rigs. Same thing with like flight sim and racing simulators. It's just something that you'll never be able to do in real life, and you can just do it at a click of a button. That's cool, I think.
I mean, the simulator looks really fun. I understand why people like it. I may have broken balls a little bit saying the garage simulator might be a little bit much, but whatever. There's somebody out there that wants to work as a parking attendant. I know it is. So it's gonna do fine. It's gonna do fine.
Yeah, Farming Simulator had such a good following. It's actually a pretty opening community. When we used to stream it with one of my friends, McNall, if you're listening. We used to have a big server, and we went into this guy's stream, and he like let me set up the simulator or like the world for you. It'll be full of great mods, and like it'll be perfect. And so never met the dude before, and he did all that for him. No cost or anything. Just built a world full of great mods, and it's just cool. And then they come back and like, hey, look, can I join in a little bit? It was cool. I think the community of Farm Sim is pretty opening. And there's a Farm Simulator league, right?
Seriously?
Yeah, like there's competitions in Farm Simulator, and I don't know how it works, but I just know it's a thing.
Get ready. Next year, Adam's going to be the Farm Simulator 2025 champion.
Other than that, DLCs real quick. There have 4 planned for the first season pass, which includes Innovative Machinery. These are just the names of them. Performance on Plains and Prairies, and Stars Align. Oh, I wonder if Stars Align might be like telescopes and stuff.
Maybe like some type of like nighttime mode or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out when they come out. Other than that, don't have much else to say. Let us know if you're excited about Farming Simulator 25. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a dedicated Let's Talk Nerdy server.
The Let's Talk Nerdy Farming Simulator 2025 battle to the death of the greatest farming simulator operator of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is exciting.
But-
Real question, number one question, can we use the new yoke for Farming Simulator?
I don't think so.
No?
But, Dave, don't fret. There is a large machinery, like button, like with a joystick that you can control the farming stuff with.
Oh my God, there's a large machinery system.
Yeah, I'll
like
send you a
the
picture
yoke.
of it. Yeah.
How much is that? $800.
Okay, I'm going to Amazon right now. It's important.
$800.
No, not that much.
$700.
Nope, not that much. Sim large machinery. Computer, sure. I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Large machinery computer.
It is $179.
That's it?
Yeah, let me share my screen really quick, and I'll show you what this entails. Look at this thing, Dave. It's got buttons. It's got the joystick.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
It's made for Farm Simulator 2? That's
Yeah.
not very expensive.
Are you saying that's it?
I'm
There's
saying
not
that's
enough
it.
on
Like, I
it?
thought it would be way more expensive.
Oh, there's more expensive, like legit things, and then it has a large wheel.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I mean, there are more expensive versions of it, but $180 by Logitech. So
Because we're going to start a
maybe.
GoFundMe to get us a Logitech Big Rig Simulator dock panel.
yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, just saying, if you guys want to see that on the next Nerdy Live, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. I'm excited about the game. It's a great franchise, but you know what that means, right? Great franchises.
Yeah, not ready for this. Let's go.
I think
Let's
you
go
got
ahead.
this.
I don't
You
know.
got this. Guess the franchise in 20 words or less. Dave, are you ready?
Clearing my mind. Let's go.
Okay, this one might take 2.
You're starting
Words.
off with the one that's going to take 2 words
Yeah,
already.
this is easy. This is
okay.
easy.
Okay.
Giant monkey.
King Kong.
Bam! There we go. So that's 2 words off the bat, though. Okay, next one. Kansas.
Wizard of Oz.
Boom. Okay.
Let's go.
I think this is one word. Let me make sure. Let me confirm with the Google.
Google says it's one word.
It is one word. Dogfight.
Dogfight. You're talking about planes. Top Gun.
Boom.
Let's go. Let's
4
go.
words.
4 words. Let's go.
Next one. Blocks.
Blocks.
Yep.
Minecraft.
Bam.
Oh, I'm crushing today.
You are 5 words down. Okay, this one is where it might get a little harsh, or might get a little hard. Okay. PlayStation. Okay. You're gonna need another word, but go ahead and give a guess.
PlayStation. Got to be a PlayStation exclusive.
Yep.
Uncharted.
Nope. Okay.
Is
think-
Uncharted even a PlayStation exclusive? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Anyway.
Next word. Axe.
Axe.
Yep.
Axe. Oh, God of War.
Boom. 7 words down.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. This we have so many words. I'm gonna use 2 here too. Okay. Let's start with Nintendo. Okay.
Mega Man.
Not Mega Man. Next word is pink.
Kirby.
Boom. We're
That's
crushing
it?
Yeah, it's Kirby.
We're crushing.
Okay.
We're crushing.
I don't know. I'm just gonna count this as many words, or I don't. We'll count this as 2 words, I guess. No, I'm
Yeah.
counting as 1. Ready?
Okay.
Bootka bootka.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Yep. Okay. Can we do this? Oh, this is okay.
What do we have left?
We
We have one franchise left, and how many
Yeah.
words?
number 11. It's 11.
We have nine words left.
to get it. Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
ready?
This is the best one we ever did.
I want to give you a good word. There's one word I can know you'll get it, but let's do stealth.
Thief.
Not thief.
Assassin's Creed, Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid.
Let's go.
I didn't have to
Let's
say a
go.
word.
Stealthy Snake.
I was gonna say alert next because we had so many words, and I was thinking like the noise you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. But
Yeah.
11 words, dude. You killed
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. We crushed that one.
Was that one easy? Was that too easy?
That one was easy, yeah. But I love you
Well,
for it.
I feel like after last time we need a win.
I just needed okay, guys, I'll be honest. That one was kind of easy, but like, you know what? I just needed that. I just needed that after the struggle was so real on the last
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So just let me have it. All
Yeah.
right? Just let me
Yeah.
have this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, how about that?
Boom! 11 words. I think last time we didn't get it at all because we were really
No.
pitch perfect. I can't remember.
Pitch
the other
perfect. I
words.
would have
Yeah.
never got
Yeah.
I would have never got pitch perfect ever.
Let us know in the comments which of those you got, if you got all of them. Moving on to the closing of this episode. Dave, what a great episode we had tonight on episode 61, Reshoot.
What a great episode. My hair has been horrific this whole episode, but you know what? I don't even care. It was worth
I wasn't
it.
going to say anything, but you brought it up. Looks awful.
It's been absolutely horrific just this whole episode. It's gonna be
I'm
fine.
just kidding. It's all
Yeah.
good. It looks great.
It's gonna be okay, but yeah, love you guys very, very much. This episode will be dropping on Thursday,
Halloween.
which is indeed Halloween. So if you guys are listening on Halloween, have a very amazing Halloween. Stay safe. Do all the right things, but have a good time and let the spookiness of the evening commence.
Yes.
Adam's not gonna say anything about Halloween, right?
Oh, well, you didn't say.
Oh,
what you
Adam.
got for 'em.
I know. I was okay. I'm sorry.
Rewind.
That was the rewind. Let the spookiness of the evening begin. Adam, what you got for him?
If you're not following us on all social media, please make sure to do it. Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast. Join the Discord. It's kind of dead, and that's okay, but we'd love to have you in there. And yeah, have a good Halloween.
We love you guys very, very much, and we will see y'all on the next one.
Peace out, nerds.
My hair looks awful.
Yeah, that's okay.
Terrible.